Welcome to The Wrap. I'm Renita Young here to take you through today's market action. So let's take a look at where markets closed to end the entire week. Friday was a green day for markets, but the week actually ended in the red. The small cap Russell 2000 was down by the most for the week, almost 2.9%, followed by the Dow, which fell nearly 2.3%. Then the S&P 500 and the tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 followed. Now taking a look at the leading and lagging sectors on the week, just 2 of the 11 S&P 500 sectors ended higher on the week. Energy, which rose almost 4% as it rallied alongside crude oil, followed by communication services, which saw a nearly 2.5% increase. To the downside, healthcare fell by the most, around 3%, followed by real estate. Now looking at some of the biggest movers on the week, Tesla had a difficult week. The company kicked it off on Monday by raising the prices on its Model Y SUVs in the U.S. by $1,000. Then after it reported first quarter deliveries that drastically missed expectations on Tuesday, the stock slipped. Shares saw some recovery in the following days, but fell again on Friday after announcing price cuts on the Model Y SUVs by around $5,000 after the company realized it manufactured nearly 47,000 more vehicles than it delivered in the first quarter. The stock closed down around 6% on the week. Disney also had its fair share of time in the headlines this week as its long drawn-out bitter proxy battle finally drew to a close with a shareholder vote in its favor. Bob Iger and its choices for the 12-member board of directors won over activist investor Nelson Peltz, who was seeking a board nomination for himself, and another activist investor, Blackwell's Capital. The stock closed out the week down around 3%. And finally, beauty stocks tumbled after Ulta Beauty shared a disappointing first quarter outlook at a retail conference. The beauty company said it was seeing a consumer slowdown earlier in the year than previously expected. So now Ulta expects to see a slowdown across all business segments. Ulta Beauty closed the week down nearly 15%, and e.l.f. Beauty closed down around 18%. Let's take a look at what to watch for next week. For data on Wednesday, we'll see CPI and FOMC minutes. Thursday, jobless claims and PPI, and we'll close out the week on Friday with consumer sentiment. For earnings, Wednesday, we'll hear from Delta Airlines, who kicks off the next earnings season. Thursday, Constellation Brands, and finally on Friday morning, bank stocks will report with JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and BlackRock. That'll do it for The Wrap. I'm Renita Young, and remember to tune in 24/7 to schwabnetwork.com. Have a great weekend.